as the Texas Government Code as amended, known as the Texas Open Meetings Act.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Any members of the public who wish to speak shall each have 5 minutes. No, 3 minutes, I'm sorry, to change that. The district clerk had published in the newspaper for a public hearing to be today on the preservation and restoration records. Is anyone here this morning for the public meeting of the hearing? If not, we won't even need to open and close that public hearing. We will just have it on the next agenda to approve those, which will be Wednesday, October the 1st. All right, item number, any other? There are no other people in the public here today. Item number 1, burn ban. No action. The burn ban is not in effect, and no action to change that. Item number 2 is discretionary exemptions. On October the 28th of 2022, we did an order, and the order says on October 28th, 2027, Freestone County Commissioners Court voted to exempt certain items from bidding requirements established by local Government Code Section 262.1023. And there's a list of those discretionary exemptions. And the discretionary exemptions and related restrictions are described in that code section. It is hereby ordered by Commissioners Court of Freestone County that this order for discretionary exemptions be put into place immediately. And the reason we're talking about that this morning is that we approved to purchase the building and to use that discretionary exemptions, because one of those exemptions does apply to this, so that we would not have to go through that bidding process, which would be pretty difficult anyway on land or whatever. I don't know really how we would do that. But anyway, so it's under those discretionary exemptions that we were able to do that. Just wanted to discuss that to be sure everybody in the public understands why we didn't go through a bidding process like we normally do, because we have already approved those discretionary exemptions. Any discussion about that? Just a little update about it, and mainly for the public to see. All right. Then we will go to item number 3, which is budget transfers and amendments. You have a list of those.
Court reporter for district court gets mileage for traveling. No, after they got that big, after we gave them a raise.
What number are you looking at?
Looking at number 3,
Oh, that's okay, number
article
3.
down where it says they moved $171 from dues and subscriptions to just like court reporting mileage, 87 district court.
Now, is
It
that,
was a different, it was for a different court report.
Somebody fill it in? or-
Somebody fill it in, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I think by statute there is an amount that you can pay. but
We
it's
paid, yes, we do pay the
$400 a year or something.
we do pay that
Yeah.
anyway. And then if there's somebody visiting, then we will pay it. And so I can look at that. It seemed like that was a judge, the visiting judge, I believe, that heard the eminent domain. That's what that was. Yes, ma'am.
County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, we probably just,
No, I just want to explain this. 631 is, yeah.
Number 10, the one on the 103,855 for the grant for the VFW, volunteer fire departments, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
we didn't take those funds, when we purchased the fire truck for the Southern Oaks Volunteer Fire Department. We, there was another line item, a special contingency capital outlay, and it was for about the same as the truck. And that's not really our grant, and I didn't know the money was there anyway, so we transferred it into capital outlay, volunteer fire departments, and paid for it. So we have that 200 and something in that line item to use.
Have you gotten that refund yet, the amount?
Not yet. Jeannie was up in my office yesterday, and I was talking to her about it, and she did call the guy from the,
Matthew Schleicher for the Texas Forestry Service, and he did the, he said a week ago, he did the inspection, which is required, and so it usually takes a couple weeks after that.
now, it was about 5 weeks after, usually it takes about 2 or 3 weeks from the time we pay it, and we paid it in July. And
You had mentioned that to me, yeah.
I knew we hadn't got it, I did call them, and they,
Oh, it
anyway,
took along a little bit.
yeah.
That's all. Any other discussion on budget transfers and amendments?
I make a motion to approve the budget transfer amendments.
I say. I'll say.
All in favor? Any opposed? Any abstaining? Motion carried. Item number 4 is to approve and pay bills. Trying to get as much wrapped up as we can today, since this is the last day. This is the last of the month of our year end. Of course, we'll have some that carry over, but the more we can get actually in this year, the easier it will be for them. I hope.
Get me out on Citizen State Bank. Now,
That's the check that they took to Citizen State Bank to get a,
They're going, she's going to, as soon as we're gonna cut a check, and she's gonna go over there and get a cashier's check, which is the requirement for the title company, and then she's gonna take it to the
Okay.
title company.
oh, okay. No,
and they're gonna have keys for us.
Okay.
You can check with them.
Okay.
okay.
The big one.
What is ESS of Fairfield?
Say it again.
Medical,
ESS.
it's medical.
It's
It's
different
like the
from,
doctors at the
It's
hospital.
the doctors at the hospital, I believe, what their group is.
We got the paperwork in on Turlington, they got their money.
They're getting it today.
They're getting it today. Okay, that's the last one?
No,
There's one left.
Still encouraged.
still working on
Jeremy, how much, for Devin, one of y'all, about how much ammo does each one of y'all's deputies use a year? I mean, I'm just, like, one guy, how much does he shoot? How much ammo does he use?
Most of our ammo is used during qualification.
Sir?
Most of our ammo is used during qualification.
Yeah, how much would that cost? Per person, if you had to go qualify and all that stuff.
Well, we shoot at least 50 rounds from our handgun, and then we shoot another probably 40. We shoot probably around 90 rounds at least per person, but also per gun that we have. So
You're gonna have a shotgun, you're gonna have a rifle and a pistol.
at
So-
least,
Each deputy usually qualifies with all three weapons,
Right.
so at least 50 rounds in during the qualification. Now, they're allowed during the year, if they wanna go out and practice, you know, the armory deputy will provide them with rounds to go out and practice. So it depends on that specific deputy,
Yes, sir.
but for the most part, it's gonna be 50, 40, and 10, I think, out of a shotgun.
So that's 100,
Yeah, right around 100 rounds.
about $100. Okay, thanks.
100 rounds.
100 rounds.
How much is a round?
good depends.
a whole lot more than it used to.
Well, an idea. This is what we
Probably around $2,
$2
I would
a round?
think. Yeah, about $1, probably about $1.60 to $2.
So it's about $500.
I mean, depending on what it is, it could be.
Well, wait a minute.
250.
45 or 9 on your pistols?
Everybody different?
40, no, we all have the same weapon, that way if something happens, we can.
Oh, I got you. So what, do y'all shoot 45s or?
No, these are nines now, we
Nines.
traded our 45s.
Oh, no.
into the nines, yeah.
Okay.
And the nines, we went to nines because they were
That'll be cheaper.
the cheaper rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not near as loud.
Yeah.
That 45 will last you a year.
Everybody locked down there, get you in the line.
I won't shoot my 45s out here anymore for some kind of protection. It hurt me. Ooh. Ooh.
Anything else?
I make a motion to approve pay bills.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Item number 5, Silver County Choice renewal for the retiree medical supplement. It has increased $18 a month, is that right?
That's correct.
And there are
15,
having her notes? 16.
15, I think.
16,
Yeah.
that's what I think you have now. Now, so 16, that's 7%, I guess, increase. Now, the question that we had was, are we gonna stay with Silver Choice? We were going to talk to, our new insurance people. However, this has to be done today.
Right, and they just got back with me day before yesterday. I got them the information they needed a few weeks ago when we talked about it. And then they came back day before yesterday and needed more information about the individuals that we were gonna have to research and find. Some of them we don't know, they needed Medicare number that's on their card and some different things the carrier did before they could give us a quote on what it would cost us. So
we gotta do it today, then
But we do need to do it, we really need to do it today.
How come package two's cheaper?
How come what?
Package two would be cheaper.
I'm not looking at it, I just took it out of my thing a while ago and I forgot to put it back in.
package
We
one.
don't pay, the only thing that we pay for is, we pay for whatever Part A and Part B doesn't cover, this insurance covers it. There's no prescription or anything like that.
It's just supplemental.
It's just a supplemental. They said that everything, they praise it, everybody that I've talked to that is on it, that it covers everything.
So if we stay the same, there's no disruption, everything goes along as always.
That's
Well,
right.
I do wonder what, on these, it says RX, which, is that prescription?
That is,
Maybe that is the difference, because it pays a little more on the prescription.
Is this what Lisa was talking about the other day?
I think so.
well, she's the pre-65, but she was staying on that to continue with this when she turned 65, this supplemental. There couldn't be a break in the insurance,
Right.
in the medical insurance, so she was staying with us until she reached 65, so that she would qualify for that.
If she can't get off our insurance and then get back on when it comes
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And we pay for the supplement, so
Right.
that is beneficial to them. All right. So what's your pleasure? If we don't sign this today, then starting,
January 1st.
January 1st.
Yes. They like to have all the information to know what they're gonna do
Sure.
ahead of time. But
I
this
want
will
to be
be,
sure that it didn't end and them not have their insurance.
no, it's effective. The new renewal will start January 1st.
But we need to do something today.
Yes, because I have to turn this back in whether we're doing it or not.
$18 to add a month for 16 people.
Increase.
Right.
It's like 260 something a person,
It's 260.
288.
288.
But it's gonna be 279
About $3,400.
So stay with it.
So too. Well, if everybody, if it's good, everybody, my deal is when I want
We hadn't had anybody call it.
Oh, no.
Complain or
If they
anything
think
like
there's
that.
a change, they freak out, and they're calling us going, what's going on? If the names are changing or anything. So we just need to be more, we just need to do this ahead of time if we want to look at something different, so.
Plus, we don't know if what would give us would be better,
Right,
cheaper or not. We don't know.
right.
So I think, yeah, keep it the way we got it.
Did you make that motion, Nick?
Good.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Comments from commissioners, court members?
I'd just like to know how many county employees have activated their insurance card. Has anybody done that?
I did it. Yeah, went online, well, one of my hands got to tell me back on online and do it, and the other day it was too hot to do anything, and I had done that about 4 o'clock, so I got in there and did it, and it wasn't bad.
I like it,
I want to see Andy go online and do it.
I like it. You're really good, boy.
It has to be done by tomorrow, right?
And I got something I want to say, we lost, Gilbert Oliver passed away, early yesterday morning in his sleep, and worked precinct 4, I don't know how many years.
Right.
Moved over to work for Daddy, till Daddy, and then he retired, went back part-time, I don't know, I bet he had 40-something plus years, or more. And I just want to let everybody know. Got buried in Barnes, so. Oh, yeah. He worked for the county a long time. Sure did.
We have item number 6, which is to approve the contract for services with Burlington Water Supply.
I'll make a motion
Second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carries.
Who was it that had the RV down the road? Was that you?
Yeah.
And Sheriff Shipley and Devin and them, able to help get it out of there. I mean, it was
You
a
said what it
bad,
cost?
sir.
You said what it cost to get it out?
Yes,
It was, I
Just
wouldn't
there all day.
consider it an RV. It was a pile of junk.
fifth wheel.
Is there anything,
I said,
any,
we'll never be able to take on nothing like that, I guess.
is there
No, we
any
don't.
identifying?
No, we know who,
Yeah, we can
yeah, and we're gonna file an illegal dumping on them.
Okay.
Wait, how many
Because it
pounds?
sat there for almost 2 weeks, because they kept telling us they're gonna come get it, kept telling us come get it, but, I mean, it 2 weeks is too long already.
About 30 people called, we had to do something.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if they found out who, so they could try to recoup that fund.
That'll be a felony, won't it?
Well, it's like 10 more
The
hot
weight
dogs.
of it. That's the weight. Yeah.
Yeah, but it goes by the weight, so it weighs enough, it'd be felony charge.
All right, anything else? Motion to adjourn?
But we're gonna come back, check it back in a little while.
Is that 10:30?
No, if you're,